Hello everyone, Sableye here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking on the ladder with the Fluttermane Kingambit team I've used to win the local this past weekend, and honestly it's just a really fun team to pilot, right? You've got stuff like a bunch of spread moves, Kingambit being the slowest and with assurance, so you can almost always get those double boosted assurances off if you feel the need for it. Great Tusk is something I've actually kind of enjoyed using as well, not normally a Pokemon I think that I would generally use, but Great Tusk was fun to use as well. Just a bunch of fun options on this team, and definitely something I recommend trying out. It just seems really strong in the metagame as well. Of course, the open team sheet will be down below. I'm not quite ready to release all the spreads on the team, but the open team sheet will be down below for you guys to try out if you like. Now, we've got Gastrodon, Roaring Moon. I mean, this should be okay to maneuver around. Like, the only thing I worry about is Gastrodon, realistically speaking, and I think I'm going to go bundle Kingambit, and I'm just going to try and force them to click Terrafire, or bring the Gastrodon to field so I can deal with it, sort of thing, you know? And Fluttermane late game seems really strong. Great Tusk as well actually goes crazy. Dragonite is decent here. It's a little bit less good because I am inner focus and not multi-scale, so if they do have like Specs Fluttermane or something like that, or even Specs Goldengo, it does shred me, which is a little bit shaky, but maybe multi-scale is a little bit better for that. Just in open team sheets, knowing you can't get faked out is really convenient. Now, I do think multi-scale has its purpose, especially in a scenario like this where I could kind of just lead Dragonite. I know I'm not dying turn one, you know, that's always something very nice with the Dragonite. I think it's something I want to try. I also want to try getting the Sash onto Great Tusk as well, just because it feels like it's more valuable with the Sash on it. Bundle probably switches to booster energy. The problem becomes I don't know what I'd want to put on my Fluttermane. And it's just one of those ones where I could probably rearrange some of the items. Maybe I could go Specs Fluttermane, maybe I could go Life Orb Fluttermane, but just to me, like, I don't know, booster Fluttermane just feels so right, you know, it just feels correct to play. I don't know another way to describe it, but we're going to have a very strong lead with Goldengo with Kingambit on the field right now. I don't really care about the Goldengo. I'm just gonna protect an Iron Hit here. So basically, what I'm gonna try and achieve is I want to see if there's Sash on the Fluttermane or not. Goldengo probably doesn't want to be here, knowing I can click Assurance, and if it does want to be here, it doesn't do a whole lot, right? So we're gonna see the Terra. It's probably, I presume, Terra Steel on something like the Goldengo. Now, theoretically speaking, if they have something crazy like like Focus Blast here, this is we literally go cry in a corner. But without knowing, this is probably the safest play I could have made. I could have just gone straight for the Icy Wind. If they're gonna double it, Moonblast into Kingambit. Please just make it rain. Please just click Make It Rain. Do not click Focus Blast. I will cry. That's fine. Let's not Make It Rain. But you know what? I will take it. It's not gonna kill my team. Beautiful. I can now click Icy Wind Assurance. That will drop the Fluttermane. I haven't taken chip damage yet either. And Icy Wind Assurance is about to go crazy into Goldengo because they gave me the boost. So, fair. That's very respectable. But the thing is, I don't think Goldengo can kill me. There's also a chance that they're a slow variant of a Goldengo and I can just outpace it here. And Assurance goes crazy before it even gets to do attack. Chances are it's going to go first, probably with a Thunderbolt into my Sash Iron Bundle though. And if that's the case, then we're still fine. Yeah, Thunderbolt into my Sash Iron Bundle. And this is one of those reasons I like Sash Bundle, is because I'm capable of just doing this. Let the Fluttermane protect. I'm still alive. I still outpace it and just kill it next turn. Assurance. Gonna go off. Gonna just drop Goldengo there. +2, 120 base power move. Goldengo was not living that. Goldengo was not tanking that. So Goldengo goes down. We've got a very decent spot with our Iron Bundle right now. Fluttermane can also just get Sucker Punched at moment's notice and go down as well. So just a lot of opportunity for us to take this game now. Brahmaluna, that is Roaring Moon. Okay. Is it speed or is it attack? If it's attack, I hit into it. It is attack. So I Icy Wind here every single time. There's really no reason not to. And I think I'm going to Icy Wind. I'm just going to go for the low kick. They can't Terra. The low kick will pick off the Roaring Moon as well. They might swap the Fluttermane, but I think for all in all, this is a fine turn. Like, I either get the Icy Wind and the low kick off, they protect, and then I get free Icy Wind into the other slot. Or they try to kill one of us, and if they kill the Kingambit, well then I've still got my Icy Wind up, and my Flutter Mane in the back is just faster. So I have a lot of opportunities here just for this turn to go right. You know, there's so many scenarios with this turn where it just worked out beautifully. We're going to get the Icy Wind. Down goes the Flutter Mane. The speed on the Roaring Moon is down. I mean, I arguably could have killed it with a Sucker Punch here because it doesn't have the greatest defensive stat. It is resisted, so it would have been close. They're going to go Throat Chop. That does nothing to Kingambit. Kingambit's going to safely just drop the low kick, and Roaring Moon is going to go down. So, very strong showing with this team right now, and this is exactly where Icy Wind plus Assurance goes crazy, right? These are the types of teams that this is for, you know? You get to a spot like this, and you just go crazy, you know? It's one of those ones where they can't really pressure immediate knockouts. Kingambit's in such a good position where since they can't kill it, they kind of have to chip it down. They accidentally chipped it down, giving it a boost as well with the Flutter Mane. And now we're in this spot. And now we're in this spot. Assurance is about to go crazy into Arcanine. They might E-Speed. They are not going to E-Speed. Hydro Pump's going to go out. Should it kill? It should. It does. That is a 4-0. Alright, we are having a good start. We'll put it that way. I don't know if that was... I think that's just a good matchup. Like, it's very difficult for them to actually maneuver out of that. Especially after the lead, right? They probably had outs, but leading Flutter Mane leading Flutter Mane Goldango into a Kingambit was not the wave for them, you know? And knowing I'm Sash, well, not knowing I'm Sash, but not seeing the boost journey, they can expect Sash. So I'm surprised they didn't try to, like, Dazzling Gleam turn 1, and that's what I was covering for with my Protect. I just wanted to get Flutter Mane into range for Iron Bundle to deal with later, right? And that's exactly how that maneuvered, right? They let me take the Flutter Mane down to Sash, and then all of a sudden it was threatened by a Sucker Punch, and it was threatened by my bundle. Oh, okay, that is a Toxicroak. Sure. Toxicroak is a normal Pokemon in this metagame, guys. I see it quite often, you know. Not at all what I was expecting to see here. Gyarados is cool. Sand is weird. Sand is one of those weird teams to play with this. Because I want to go Kingambit, but there's always that close combat potential on Lycanroc. And since I'm Terra Flying, if they call that and go Rock Slide, I mean, they don't see that I'm Terra Flying, but I have to respect it, so to speak, right? I can't really lead Flutter Mane into the... I guess I could just immediately go Terra Steel Flutter Mane. Like, in theory, it's not terrible, but there's still the chance that I just get flinched out. And I really don't want to see that. I could go Dragonite, because even if with a double Rock Slide, I do get my Tailwind up at least, which I think I'm going to opt for here. And this is where Inner Focus actually might come in handy. And I think I go Great Tusk as well. Because I'm Clear Amulet, right? They can bring in Intimidate. I want my bundle and I want my Flutter Mane in the back. It's a little shaky that I might want Brute Bonnet as well in this game. Like, leading Brute Bonnet is also really, really solid here. And maybe that should be something I consider. The problem is, though, I'm just trying to find ways around getting double flinched and just getting flinched to death. Like, it might just be optimal for me to lead Bonnet and say, please don't flinch me. You know, but in a best of one, without the opportunities to have the chance that, hey, you might not flinch me here, I want to get to a spot where I can actually maneuver something out of this, you know? And this is, I don't think they can, if they're Ice Spinner Great Tusk, we cry. But that just gives me a free Earthquake. It's probably Fake Out into... Do you Fake Out what you assume is multi-scale here? Because if I'm multi-scale, like, you don't know, right? And that's where I think having Inner Focus in best of one is nice, knowing that multi-scale has picked up in popularity. It's a little dicey, right? Like I was saying, I'm not sure if I said it in this one or one of the recordings that I tried and just in one of the intros that I messed up, but like multi-scale is a really nice option on Dragonite, but Inner Focus just feels so right, you know? They're actually going to switch out to Toxicroak. I don't think they had an immediate Earthquake resist. Oh, the Gyarados, okay. So the Gyarados is coming in, that is fine. Like I said, I'm Clear Amulet, which is the one benefit of Clear Amulet here. That my attack stat's not really going low. They're going to Rapid Spin, get the speed boost on their... That's a new one, guys. You've seen it here first. I don't hate it, though. That's kind of cool. I respect the effort. I respect the effort. So now we're going to get a Tailwind up, though. Dragonite is going to go straight for the Terra Flying. and I'm going to try and decimate the Great Tusk. And I think I'm going to hard pivot into Bundle here. Like, if they're going to go Waterfall into my Great Tusk here, Bundle's going to be able to survive the turn. And from that, we'll be alright. So if they're 152 at +1, they'll be just outpacing... They might actually still outpace Dragonite, which could be a problem if that's the case. If they still outpace Dragonite, this is a little shaky. The fact of the matter is, though, they actually have to double Dragonite to kill it, because if they don't kill Dragonite, Dragonite's gonna go crazy. I'm a little bit risky, or playing a little bit risky with the Iron Bundle, I should say, but Dragonite is still gonna remain faster here. Very, very nice. This should pick up the KO unless you're like crazy bulky. Yeah. So down goes the Great Tusk. Great Tusk is gone. I'm expecting some sort of waterfall. I can't see them Dragon Dancing here. Okay, I take it back. They're gonna Dragon Dance. Which just seems odd because, like, I'm still in Tailwind, you know? I guess they're setting up for, like, after Tailwind and trying to get a late game Dragonite sweep, Gyarados sweep, which is fair, but I think we're in a decent spot. I really do. Like, there's a Toxicroak in the back, which can click Fake Out, which is, I guess, a little bit shaky. But I'm just gonna go drop an immediate Terra Blast into this Gyarados. The sooner I kill the Gyarados, the better. If they do bring in Toxicroak, I will protect. I don't think they're gonna click the Feint button. If they click Feint, good on them. But I can't see it happening. I'd imagine it's a Fake Out to try and stop a Freeze Dry, but they're actually gonna bring in the Houndstone first. Now, if they're looking to Will-O-Wisp something, I'm gonna double Gyarados. Like, I mean, Gyarados should be let's spread the damage. Let's spread the damage. I might regret this, but the thing is, Gyarados should be protecting. Going for Freeze Dry covers the fact that they might not, but like I said, Gyarados should be clicking that Protect button every single time there. We're gonna get the Freeze Dry, gonna go into obviously the Protect, which is fine. It really comes down to what Houndstone wants to do here. I would imagine a Wisp. And I would imagine a Will-O-Wisp into my Dragonite, but thanks to Lumberry, I'm not going to get burned. We're going to get massive damage into the Houndstone. That does become a 2-shot. It's actually going to disable the Freeze Dry. I respect that a lot. I respect that a lot. It's a cool tech. I mean, we're just going to go Icy Window now, so we're still going to get some decent damage. We're still going to get chip damage onto Houndstone as well. Even if they try to Dragon Dance again, we're going to make sure our Iron Bundle just remains with some decent speed sort of thing, you know? And the damage we're going to get on Dragonite here with Icy Wind plus Terra Blast is still more than enough damage for me to be happy with right now. Probably puts it in something like E-Speed range, perhaps. Terra Blast is coming out. Well, that's E-Speed range, alright. There's a berry. If it's Citrus Berry, it's not too bad. It is Citrus Berry. Okay, so it's probably still E-Speed range. They're going to Dragon Dance again and get nice and greedy. I think I'm okay with that. So now they're back to +1 speed. So, realistically speaking, why that one? Like, if you're doing it to chip the Focus Sash, just attack me and chip the Focus Sash, you know? I don't get the burn into the bundle there. I feel like you want to attempt to burn the Dragonite still. I mean, they don't know I'm Lumberry, right? So I have that to my advantage. I'm just going to E-Speed Icy Wind again. I see no real reason not to. I mean, if Gyarados wants to protect, that's fine. Eventually, the Disable on the Freeze Dry is going to wear off. Gyarados is probably faster than the bundle at +1. Because I know you can EV for that. So I would imagine that's how they build this thing. Now, unless you're like crazy bulky and like to go slow, I mean, I can't see it. There's the E-Speed coming out. It's just going to die anyways. We're going to get the crit. That's going to be really close to say if it mattered or not. I don't think it did based on the Terra Blast damage, but you can arguably say realistically whatever you want. Is this, and we're just honestly just running through teams with Iron Bundle Dragonite or Iron Bundle plus Great Tusk. Like, Iron Bundle Gambit went crazy in the first one, and Iron Bundle Gambit, oh, no Gambit here, but Iron Bundle Dragonite's going crazy here. Like, it's just such a... Like, the team has so many options, right? Like, the team can go defensive, the team can go offensive immediately. The team can actually kind of play a little bit, like, not passive, but, like, defensive, right? It has the protect, it has the switch-ins, it can tank a few hits. You know, Toxicroak's here. We're just going to drop the Terra Blast and the Icy Wind again. There's nothing they can do here. Yeah. there's nothing they can do. I'm gonna keep these videos a little bit shorter, guys. I think is what I'm gonna try and do. Just go stick with 2 battles. Like the 2 battles were quick, but still got some 2 battles in. What is your favorite item in to use competitively in Scarlet and Violet is gonna be the question of the day. I did forget to bring it up in between the games. For me personally, it is the Assault Vest. I don't know. Something about Assault Vest just really fits my playstyle. Really, I don't know. It just feels like a balanced item, you know. And maybe that's what I like about it. I don't know. But Assault Vest for me. Let me know what you guys think down below. Of course, that is gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I can no longer speak English, but the like and my brain is broken. But like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. It really does help out the channel. Thank you all so much for stopping by, and I will catch you all in a future video.